and say welcome, Larry Holder. Oh my goodness, the return.
Woo!
It has
He's
been.
back.
It has to have been at least a year since you've been on, right?
At least, yeah.
I think longer.
Yeah, maybe longer. Yeah.
Well, we've missed him greatly.
Yeah.
Do you listen to the show like in the replay?
I haven't for a bit. No, sorry.
Okay.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
Well, everything that we said about you was a joke.
Well, Larry, first off, I want to say thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
And in order to incentivize you to come back, I want to say you have some pages here. Do you want us to start with what you wrote?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. So I see burnout bonding and a lunar ride.
Burnout bondage.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, no, it's a fan fiction actually that I'm writing, so it's a little bit different of something. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah.
So which one am I looking at?
We'll start with the Lunar Rise 3.
Lunar Rise 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, I remember the Lunar Rise 1. That was the one that I fulfilled, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And everybody loved me. That was the only time I've ever seen customers get more hostile when you tell them that they're about to get their book.
Right. That was something else. Yeah. Oh, we had a couple people complaining because
they didn't like me. They're like,
yeah.
I won't accept a book mail from Preston Bolt.
it was like they didn't want him to have their address, and I'm like, okay,
like in specific.
Yeah, specifically.
WTF, mate?
Yeah.
This was back in the height of the Comicsgate thing, so like
the dark times that we cannot talk about.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, we can talk about. Wait, no, it's your stream. Never mind.
The dark times.
No.
Yes. All
Let's
right.
not go there. Yeah.
Wait, but we can still write a satire about it, right?
Sure.
I don't think it can be on. I don't think it can be on Preston's stream.
No.
Possibly not.
We should have. We should have our own. We can have our own.
Are you allowed to sign your rights away in America?
I'm here to talk about Larry Holder's script.
Fine.
All right.
Oh my.
So, but yeah, I fulfilled the Lunar Rise issue 1.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's the only campaign I've ever seen where the customers got more upset when they got the announcement of, "Oh, I'm about to get my book." They're like, "What?
What?"
Oh, right. Okay. Speaking of which, Lunar Rise. Which one's this, Larry? Because like you come in like 3 issues later on all your projects, and you have 2 space projects, don't you?
So Lunar Rise, if I remember, was kind of gay.
No, Lunar Rise is his fantasy retelling of the Bible. I thought.
No.
I thought that was the one with the giant kaiju.
Yeah, that one's more. Yeah.
So Larry, which one's Lunar Rise?
It was the first comic I produced. So the first issue I did primarily by myself until they were on the end. So issue 2 we're just working on now.
But wasn't that the one with Rob Cannon?
Yeah. And
that one was vaguely homoerotic, wasn't it?
I guess you could read it like that. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did it get drawn like that?
No.
Are you lying?
No, I'm not lying.
Hello, everyone.
But there were some very emotional moments between men.
Well, yeah, that was in issue 2. So
that's the most social, Preston. You should know the difference.
Okay. And now we have issue 3. So to tell us, I guess you changed artists, right, or not?
Yeah, I'm changing artists for issue 2. So
okay,
yeah. I just started production. So yeah,
fantastic. Good luck. Good on you for continuing on to tell the story.
It's going to be a tough.
How do you know if it's going to be any good if you don't present it though?
Exactly. Well,
I don't. We presented some of it way back, but yeah, it took me a good year to write that script, so it's long. It's like 98 pages or something like that. But, yeah.
All right, what do we need to know as we come into Lunar Rise Book 3?
Well, that's why I got the little descriptor at the beginning. So, yeah. Basically, what you need to know is in the first paragraph.
Okay.
After finding a home in Hollow, under attack by the Phobos, Onyxia defends the people with the help of an elite fighting force stationed there. Wait, where the fuck is there?
Oh, I need.
Okay. Anyways, the people of the Hollow. Oh, the Hollow is there. Oh no, that it's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
In paragraph 1, it's a thing, and in paragraph 2, it's a place.
Oh, it's a
are reluctant to help Onyxia at first, but after a rousing appeal, send a troop of their best warriors on his quest to find the child, who is presumably Onyxia.
No.
The world is harsh and dangerous, and unbeknownst to the party, a dark host now hunts them from the shadows. That was incredibly vague.
Yes.
It was just word salad and vagary. It sounds like, did you ever see John Carter of Mars? It sounded like listening to that.
I love John Carter, so whatever.
There you go.
It's a perfectly great series. It's a very difficult movie to watch.
Aww. I mean, it is true, but
it's really hard to follow the plot because instead of princess, they make up a word for that. And instead of king, they make up a word for that. Instead of boyfriend, they make up a word for that. And then instead of battle, they make up a word for that. And it's just that constantly.
It's like watching a Smurf movie. I mean, you're going to Smurf that, right? Smurf what? Smurf that.
I feel like it would be better if every other word were Smurf. It's like the worst game of Mad Libs. All right, well, let's read this then.
Okay.
This is the part where Preston scrolls down and we can read it.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know we were already at the bottom.
Yeah.
Already at
page 2. Am I a crazy person? Was there a page 1?
Yeah, that was page 1. You just read
it. That was page 1.
Page 1, right there. Yeah.
The inside cover is page 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. No, I remember Larry does this because he's a crazy person.
Yes. I don't know why he refuses to be more conventional.
Because that means things would make sense to anybody.
And it would help sell comics, and we don't want to do that.
No, page 1 is page 1 in this script. It's
so we're gonna open the book. We're gonna see an ad on the inside cover. Then we're gonna see a synopsis on page 1.
Oh, you see it.
Page 2 is opening a spread.
Yeah, exactly.
So the first bit of story is opening a spread.
Yes.
Okay.
One more.
Panel 1.
Hold on.
Wide shot. The party of warriors led by Jans, Onyxia, and Kurin walk through the wasteland of Seraphim towards a crossroads of paths cut deep into the earth. One path leading toward the west and one south. The green and red sun share the horizon on opposite sides above the group. I thought Onyxia was a girl they were going to save. You literally just said that in your synopsis 1 page ago.
No, I didn't.
You implied that very strongly in your very vague synopsis 1 page ago. Panel 2.
So you want me to write more in the beginning? Okay.
I want you to actually explain anything in the synopsis because for someone, it's going to be their first book in the series. So that means either you should have a good, useful synopsis or none at all. Panel 2, medium shot. Kurin gestures to Jans and Onyxia to stop. We need someone to be Kurin.
One moment, if you will. I need to get our bearings.
Panel 3, medium shot. Jans scoffs downward. Okay. Toward the diminutive Kurin. We need Jans.
Do not linger any longer than you must.
Page 3. Panel 1, wide shot. Kurin climbs up a nearby rock face with the assistance of Dagor. Who?
This ought to give us a good vantage point and right at the crossing. Perfect time.
Medium shot. Onyxia stands at the edge of the rock face and whispers up to Kurin, who bends down to answer him. We need an Onyxia.
Okay, what are you doing?
My job.
Panel 3, medium shot. Kurin closes his eyes, raising his arms upward towards the sky as he billows a deep, consistent hum. Panel 4, wide shot. A bright purple point of light flashes in the sky above Kieran. Bamf. Panel 4, splash page. A giant oval-shaped symbol with a pointed end on one side appears over Kieran in the sky.
Behold, the guide point for all travelers lost on the path. The Zod Galtalia.
Page 5, which does not start on its own page break. Panel 1, wide shot. The Hamin warriors all lower down onto one knee, bowing their heads in prayer. Onyxia looks up in wonder.
This is a Dragi spirit machina.
Panel 2, medium shot. Kieran smiles towards the symbol in the sky, twisting his hands and fingers into contorted arrangements as if manipulating an invisible machine.
Very observant. It's a guidepost. It's access the omniscient sight of the spirit and points to the desired destination of the user. Yan's people worship is a guardian of sorts.
Panel 3, close up. Yans snaps his head up from his bowed position and expresses his dislike for Kieran's explanation.
Do not
That's
mock.
very drawable.
Do not mock our faith or sin. The Zod Galatala was the final gift of the Dragi to the common of old, a silent observer, shielding us with the light and knowledge of the spirit when called upon.
Page 6, panel 1, medium shot. Kieran rolls his eyes slightly, ignoring Yans and continuing to explain the machine to Onyxia. Just FYI, you know, rolling his eyes slightly is just going to make it look like your illustrator drew the eyes wrong.
Okay.
Whatever its origin, we mappers use it to find a desired path when searching this continent.
It appears whenever called.
Maybe to those with deep connections to the spirit.
Panel 2, medium shot. Kieran's point of view. Kieran cups his hands under the Zod Galtalia, so it appears he's holding from his perspective.
Now I gotta fix that sentence.
For the rest of us, it seems to work best during the crossing of light from the two suns, for whatever reason.
Panel 3, close up. The pointer on the Zod Galtalia turns toward the west path.
Regardless of the how or why, it is always knows the way.
Panel 4.
It always knows the way. There we go.
I love how we spend 4 pages now explaining how a quest marker works. Panel 4, wide shot. Onyxia continues looking up at the sky. Kieran lowers his arms, and the Zod Galtalia begins to fade away.
Hell yeah, it does.
Incredible.
Page 7, panel 1, wide shot. Yans and his company stands as Onyxia and Dagor, whoever that is, help Kieran off the rocky wall. Yans scoffs at Kieran.
What the troll didn't mention is that the machine can be seen plainly by anyone leagues away.
That sounds fun.
Panel 2, medium shot. Yans approaches Onyxia closer, sternly expressing his annoyance.
If we are being tracked, the enemy knows exactly where we are.
Doesn't seem it's wise to use the machina again.
Is that it?
No, keep
No? Okay.
Where was I? For whatever reason, then coming down.
You gotta scroll down when
Yeah.
we're proceeding. There we go. I think we're here.
There we go.
Panel 3, medium shot. Yans turns back to his troops, passive aggressively agreeing with Onyxia.
Tell that to our expert guide, not me.
Panel 4, medium shot. Kieran sighs, overhearing the criticisms. Onyxia apologizes to him.
I am sorry. I do not know the risks in giving away our position. But haste is our ally. It's a calculated risk.
Yan. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Yan seems extra critical of you since the beginning. I trust in your experience or expertise. Sorry.
You know, if you just indent the dialogue instead of hitting its center, it won't look like it's action text.
Okay.
Page 8, panel 1, wide shot. Kieran loads his gear with the help of Dagor onto his back again as he continues to talk with Onyxia.
It's not the boy's fault. Much like the Angelus, my people mostly abandoned the homeless, fleeing to Archcanus, allowing no refuge for the nor rested. It's like the craziest freestyle rap ever.
See, it's totally Mad Libs. Panel 2, medium shot. Onyxia frowns at Kieran in frustration.
We are not the sum of our people. Not all acted malice towards them.
Panel 3, medium shot. Kieran smiles, placing his hand against Onyxia's arm as he replies.
No, we are not the sum of our people, but we should be. Acting as proxies and showing a positive example is exactly what the Hamids need to break their prejudice.
Hell yeah. Panel 4, wide shot. Yans approaches Kieran, Dagor, and Onyxia from behind, breaking their conversation with a harsh tone. I'm sure that harsh tone will be very drawable.
Okay.
Yes.
Are we continuing? Or shall we set up camp under the giant sign you have just cast over us in the sky?
Page 9, panel 1, wide shot.
Was that
Kieran
right?
smiles back at Yans, gesturing. Sorry?
Nothing. I was just like,
Giant one was just
was that harsh enough?
Yeah.
That was definitely harsh enough. I liked it.
yeah, okay, thank you.
Kieran smiles back at Yans, gesturing for them to move west. Onyxia stands uncomfortably between the two.
My apologies, Blade Master. I shan't need the guidance of the Machina again. There will be no further delays. None.
There had been best not be. That doesn't sound right, but okay.
Panel 2, medium shot. Kieran, Dagor, and Onyxia start toward the western path. Onyxia voices his concerns over the potential of their location being watched.
Do you think we'll be clear of danger if anyone does see the Machina?
Out here, you are never clear of danger, but the hollow we seek is very well protected. Its warriors often patrol the outskirts. Unless the entire cult of Ragos is waiting for us, we should be fine.
Panel 3, wide shot. A shadow-cloaked figure watches the party head west from atop a nearby tall rock outcropping.
Master Lakara, the party draws westward.
Keep your eyes on them, but do not engage.
Understood.
You're being stalked by the Lord of Flies.
Yeah.
Page 10, panel 1. One cycle later, wide shot. The party, minus Onyxia and Dagor, climbs over a rocky landscape filled with giant boulders as the 3 moons float overhead.
Not the easiest route you could have picked for us.
Panel 2, wide shot. Kieran looks back over his shoulder and down towards Yans as they both struggle to pull themselves over the large rocks.
There is the easy path, and there is the first path. I chose the latter, the fast path.
3, close up. Kieran's foot loses its grip against the rock. He is climbing and slips.
Whoa!
Panel 4, medium shot. Yans quickly braces Kieran on his back, or on the back, preventing his fall.
Got you.
Yay! All right. We had pages, and
Yeah.
they were well formatted. People were talking about. There's a lot of world building.
Does it ever stop?
No.
What?
Larry's world building never seems to stop. You would
doesn't,
expect that in 90 pages for issue 1 that would be completed by now, but I guess not.
Issue 1 was only 56 pages, though. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, characters we're talking about the world. Anyway, all right, Diane, go ahead.
Fine. Unique names.
Yeah.
Trying to think of more. So, but yeah, you have some world building here. I guess that most likely that's absolutely fine, even in the third book. Is this a new location, or are they in the same location as the other two books? Just a question.
Oh, same area, I guess. So
Same area.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that was a question. So far, seems like a lot of characters. I don't know who Duggaror is, though. So
there's a lot more characters on. There's like 13 more characters.
He hasn't had a line yet. That's
no.
interesting.
He had a lot of lines in at the end of issue 2. So
okay.
I mean, this is Anyway,
the amazing John Lamont.
Well, I mean, they were clearly on a mission.
Yes.
On a quest.
Yes.
They had Captain Jack Sparrow's compass, which was helping them get to their target. So they were clearly going somewhere, and they were all in agreement that they should get there. So, I mean, it was definitely going somewhere.
Awesome. Danny.
These pages successfully introduced a fantastic piece of world building, and a plot seems to be happening.
Constructive. I don't feel a lot was going on in these pages. There was a lot of people talking about stuff, and I by issue 3, I would really hope that like there's some threat to somebody that they need to stop, but I don't really think there was a ton of people going, oh, I'm threatened and I must do this thing. They were like, as close as we got to that, I think there were the discussion about some protocol for, I don't know, something, but the threat seemed very abstract and remote.
It didn't seem very intimate.
That too.
Yeah. So.
They spend 6 pages standing around talking. That's the captivating introduction of your new issue, is a bunch of people standing around talking. So I'd like to see some action. It seems like you could have started with the bit where the guy falls off the cliff or something like that. That's an exciting beginning for a book. And your formatting is very difficult to read. So that's really quite awkward. Like, you really should at least indent your dialogue so it can't be mistaken for anything else. And your pages really should have page breaks for the art description, because that makes it much easier for both your illustrator and your letterer to know what the heck's going on at any given time. But yeah, I just want to see some stakes in this, and I didn't.
Okay,
John.
Yeah, it was a little confusing. Like, they were going somewhere, but where and why, and what happens if they don't get there? And like, these are kind of things that I feel like coming into issue 3. How many total issues is this going to be?
3.
So this is the end. This is the final of your trilogy.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, like, if I think of like popular successful trilogies, usually the third one is like, like starting out on a high, like it's coming off the high point of issue 2 or the end of issue of 2.
A lot more explosions and fight scenes. You think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to
Yeah.
think of, and of course, I'm
I mean,
completely
compared to what
blanking
we
on
have
it.
here, like
It's-
one is infinitely more.
Okay, so how?
Yeah.
Okay, so forgive me because I am totally blanking on it. I was about to use it as an example, and now I can't remember it. Return of the King. How did the Return of the King start?
Extended or theatrical?
Oh Jesus.
I'm asking a question, so there is a big difference. So
Yeah.
the extended edition starts with people walking and talking and world building. So, you know,
Right,
Yeah.
but the
I
extended
wonder why they
edition.
cut that for the theatrical.
Right, exactly my point.
it actually
Thank
works
you,
a lot
Danny.
better. But yeah,
All right.
Yes, it works a lot
Yeah.
better for nerds, but I'm saying like when
Yeah.
it comes to when it had to sell the theatrical in order for the extended to even matter.
yeah.
And I guess that's kind of where I'm I think you should focus on the theatrical cut first, release it, and then I mean, unless of course your books is all about people walking around and talking, and if they've already backed 1 and 2, and then they're like, okay, I'm on board for this walking and talking, then yeah, I mean, if that's what your customers want, I just, you know, give the people what they want, right?
sure.
So if that's what they want, but yeah, I just feel like I don't know. I don't. Who's your target audience for this? Like,
Well, pretty much me. But anyway. Yeah.
well, then
Well,
you
then,
know
Larry,
what?
we
As
should
long
be
as
asking
you're
you what you
happy with
thought.
it,
Give the audience what
then
they want.
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Because clearly
Well,
they're signed. They're on board for the ride, and this. They bought the
Yeah.
ticket knowing where the ride was going, right?
See,
So
I know it's a little hard because I didn't present issue 2, and
Yeah.
a lot of this is explained in issue 2 at the end and stuff like that. So you know, it's a continuation. I kind of
yeah,
wrote it
but Danny is right. Like this is going to be the introduction to a lot of people.
right.
So-
Well, yeah, okay.
I'm gonna say something now. I'm not familiar with the other 2 issues, so I'm coming in as a brand new person in being introduced to this. I
Don't
have
worry,
no
Diane.
idea
Most
what's
of us
going
aren't
on.
familiar with the first 2 issues.
Yeah, I'm not familiar.
I'm not familiar with this at all.
Oh, okay. So I'm not familiar with the first 2. So I'm coming on as someone brand new. I'm just saying, and this is your 3rd act. This is not a 3rd act. So I have to say this like the 3rd act should be your getting towards the climax, and there are no stakes. I'm not even entirely sure where the conflict is. I'm not sure. They seem to be just kind of wandering around. I'm kind of wondering like where they're going, why are they doing this? That should be all explained by this point. Like, why are we here? This is where we're going. We're gonna get there. We're gonna meet the enemy, and then have like a conclusion. Like it should be all there within the 3rd act, and I don't see any of that. I would like that, and that would certainly be more captivating. But right now, they're just kind of wandering around. They're going somewhere. We don't know where. I'm not sure what they're after exactly, and I'm not even sure where the enemy is, or if they're getting close. So,
All right. Let's take a look at some serial twins.
oh, yay!
Yay!
Hey.
Please tell me.
Is it more high school drama? Let's go.
Comic book format by request. All right.
He's got 80 pages here. Why don't we just start on page 21?
Hold on. If you put a note here, please read 21 to 30.
Oh,
There
yay.
you go.
There, yay!
Nice
Awesome.
one, John. Well, this is good. We finally get to read, I think, for the first time in like 8 months, some new pages of Serial Twins.
There we go.
Yay.
Who wants to narrate? Shall I do it?
Well,
I mean, Larry does, obviously.
You're supposed to
That's
be
what he's
on page 21, but anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here you
That's
go.
what he said, so.
Excuse
There
me.
you go.
There we go.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm now being reminded as to what happened in the previous page 21 of the art, Preston.
Oh, okay. All right. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Right, she's getting ready to murder a dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're murdering a dude in public in front of hundreds of witnesses in a university gymnasium that acts suspiciously like a high school gymnasium.
Yes.
And of course, and our heroes who are doing the murdering are here to defend themselves against a murder or are accused of a murder that they're claiming they didn't commit.
Yes.
They're going to make sure they clear their names, and it doesn't matter how many people they need to kill to do it.
Exactly.
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 Oh, wow. Here we go. Now that's a synopsis.
I love
That's a synopsis.
I should
there.
write that. Jesus.
That's a synopsis. Yeah, that's the
Alright.
thing I want to read.
He was accused of murder. Now he's going to clear his name, no matter
By
how many
murder.
people he needs to kill to do it.
By murdering.
Death face.
Well, that's why that
With a teddy
Peacemaker
bear.
line was such a good line.
Oh, totally.
With a teddy bear.
All right, Larry, you're narrating, I believe, aren't you?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Panel 1, a medium shot of Howard Weekly punching jock number 1, who is helpless and still gasping.
Oh, that's right. And they're bringing in somebody else. They're getting somebody else to get in on their murder too.
They're forcing Howard, the nerd, to become their unwitting accomplice.
There's
To this
no
evil
dialogue or
murder.
anything in there. And then
There's
we go
not.
to okay. Panel 2, close up of jock number 2 holding his hands, pleading. I think that means he's like
Holding up his
praying or something. Like, I don't know.
He's
Like,
holding
We're
up his
sorry. Stop.
Panel 3, close up of Megan poking jock number 1's ribs, releasing the pressure. Hiss. Air rushes back into his lungs. What? Okay.
No more messing with Howard. Got it?
There we go.
Okay. Panel number 4, wide shot of the jocks, dragging jock number 1 away as Megan and Howard watch.
I
Who's
guess
jock
Come on,
number
man,
2?
let's go.
Come on, man. Let's go.
There you go. Okay. Panel 5, wide shot of Megan turning back to Howard, who is standing awkwardly holding his bag. Sorry.
John, you be Howard.
Thanks.
No problem. Those guys bother you a lot?
All the time.
Not anymore.
Oh, dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wow. Holy shit. Panel 6. Okay. Caption, men's shower stalls.
Hell yes.
All right, this is where I want to. I mean,
Alright,
sure, why not?
not?
I'll be equal opportunity, John Lamont. Let's go.
Yeah.
Medium shot of Catherine sneaking into the taped off shower area, glancing around cautiously.
Nothing out of place, but no struggle either.
Panel 7. Wow. Okay. This is going to be a really tight page.
Larry, you haven't been watching the stream. Welcome
Okay.
to Serial Twins.
Okay. Yeah. I've read the strips, though, so I knew about the... Anyway, I thought he fixed it, but anyway. Medium shot of... Well, okay, anyway.
Well,
yeah.
no, don't fix it. Like, please.
Yeah.
That's like everyone's MO.
Yeah. Medium shot of Catherine kneeling by the stall where Jameson was killed, studying the floor and walls. Okay.
The stall's too clean. Whoever killed him, he trusted. How does Catherine know exactly which one's the murder stall? Is there like a label on it? Does she spend a lot
Especially
of
if
time
it's
in men's
clean.
bathrooms?
Especially
got-
if it's been cleaned. So.
She got
Yeah, like
CSI
wouldn't they
powers,
clean
yeah.
the bathroom after they remove the body?
I
mean, I feel like that
there's
would be-
usually a lot of bodily
Oh, yeah.
fluids come out when you kill someone.
Typically,
Yeah,
yes.
I could imagine that cleaning would have been par for the course once the body's removed, unless the body's still there.
That would be interesting. So we're not doing that.
Okay. Panel 1, caption back 2. Okay. Howard looking at the wall clock in the gym. Megan stands nearby holding a towel. Wide shot. Okay.
Thanks, I gotta go.
Aren't you going to finish your workout?
God, what a weirdo.
I'm sorry. I like to watch.
No, your
Okay.
delivery is fucking perfect.
I'm not a creep about it or anything.
Diane, you are making this perfect. Trust.
Panel 2, close up of Howard looks at the broken machine, frustrated.
No, the only machine I know how to use is broken.
Okay. Panel 3, medium shot of both characters. Megan leans casually against the machine, curious.
And without Jameson monitoring me, it doesn't feel safe. Plus, I'm late for class.
Which class?
Criminology and religion.
Oh.
That's where I met him.
Okay. Panel 4.
That is a weird class.
Yeah. I'll put it in my criticism later. Okay.
I mean, this is definitely in my list of things that are totally normal.
Yeah.
The questionably normal behavior of everyone in this story.
Okay.
That's quite an elective. I want to go to that one.
Yeah. Is it like criminology in religion? Shouldn't it? Anyway,
I mean, what about like religiously motivated serial killers? That's a class.
Yeah. There you go. Okay.
Well, I mean, that's her parents, right?
Yeah.
That was literally what her parents were. They were talking about sinners and serial killing and grinding up people like that.
True. Maybe Megan will get some self-awareness like a human being.
Okay.
No, we don't want that. That would make the story too serious.
Maybe she'll develop an arc, like a character.
Yeah, were we here? Where are
we? Yeah, we're right there. Panel 4, close up. Megan's expression softens as she tilts her head slightly.
Was he your friend?
Panel 5, medium shot. Howard slings his bag over his shoulder. Sentimental. Okay.
We were lovers. Oh wait, no, that's not what that
says.
You just filled in some dialogue.
What the?
John, I'm not going to say this very often. Stop making this story better.
Wow.
Oh no.
Do our best to be positive and supportive.
It's positive. Yes. Okay.
All right. Where were we?
I don't know. This is the best pages of Serial Twins I've ever seen.
Yeah, he was. Okay. All right. Let's just go to.
I'm really optimistic that the next page will be the best page of Serial Twins since page 2.
Right.
Oh heck yeah! We got a flashback in panel 1.
Oh, this might actually be the best page since page 2. Fuck yeah!
It's a flashback panel wide in muted tones. Okay. Jameson, a large muscular guy, helps a skinny younger Howard with machine.
Oh, how much younger?
Let's. No.
So he showed me how to use some of the machines, and he had planned to hit, and we had plans to hit the punching bag.
There's a lot of bags. I'm just gonna say that right now. So, panel 2, close up. Megan smiles warmly, touched by Howard's story. Okay.
I could train you.
Oh my god.
Man, Howard is getting all the guys and girls.
He's macking this little guy. Yeah. Is this a
bisexual animal? You.
Yeah. This feels like a self-insert character, but anyway.
Man, Larry. You don't know Rutger Osterhoff. He can't be saying it's a self-insert character.
Well, I don't know. This feels like one, but anyway, panel 3, medium shot of both characters. Howard checks the clock again, smiling.
Sure, but can we hit punching bags instead of bullies?
Deal.
Panel 4, medium shot of both characters. Sure. Okay.
I don't mean to be a naive about the obvious, but are there any seats in the class left?
A couple, right here.
Okay. Yeah.
Stop it.
Just a quick question. What the heck is a 2-shot?
I don't know.
Okay,
two
well, anyway,
shot-
there's a 2-shot of Megan and Howard, whatever that is. So yeah.
Okay,
It's,
two
it's
shot-
probably the same as a medium shot of both characters.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's probably what
that
it
is
is.
absolutely what it is.
Well,
Yeah.
anyway,
generally,
that's
that is exactly what it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
It's another way to say it's a 50-50, but I
Sure.
mean, that's film language. And
Yeah.
frankly, 2-shot is a terrible term that no one should ever use. So it just means it's a shot with 2 people in it.
That's
And,
great.
Yeah. I've
Both in
only ever
focus,
seen
by the way.
directors misuse it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Two
Good to
people
know.
both in focus.
So, Megan.
Aren't you?
Oh.
Yeah.
Where do we find the teacher?
I'm not sure. Mr. Hamill doesn't have an office because he's an adjunct instructor, but his phone number's in the syllable. Bye.
What?
What? Okay.
That escalated
Okay.
quickly.
I'm going. Okay. Page 24. Panel 1. Wide shot of the gym. Megan's point of view. Howard dashes out of the gym with a grin on his face. Megan watches him leave slightly. What? Okay.
Well,
Oh
now
my
we know
God.
why. Oh, he's got a
He's
smile on his
totally
face.
into it.
There we go.
That is happening.
There's anyway. Panel 2. Medium shot of Megan. Catherine appears behind Megan, startling her just slightly.
Staying out of trouble?
Never. What did you find?
Panel 3. Close up. Catherine leans closer, whispering confidently.
Nothing, but I did notice something.
Panel 4. Another flashback in the middle of the page with Catherine's narration. The stall Jameson was murdered in is showing eerily clean and intact.
The stall that we saw on the page 2 pages ago?
Yeah.
We needed a flashback of that. So
Clearly.
yeah.
I mean, it was such a key detail. It was written in so much detail in the script that we definitely need to go back to it.
Yes.
The stall he was murdered in looked normal. No signs of a struggle. No cameras either. Yeah, it's a fucking change room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, there's only cameras and change rooms in my scripts.
Right. Yeah.
Good place to kill someone.
Very good. Panel 5. Medium shot of Megan and Catherine. The two ponder together. Serious
pondering.
Which leads
Serious
me to
pondering.
believe whoever killed Jameson, it was someone he knew. It wasn't a surprise. Didn't they just say that 2 pages ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
That,
That happened, right?
yeah.
How does
Okay.
he know
That-
that
Something
they're-
like it. It was.
Hey, let me say my line. That makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah. Panel 6. Close up of Megan thinking aloud. Megan's face is thoughtful because she's thinking aloud.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Word around the campfire here is that he lifted weights. If attacked, he clearly could have handled himself.
Damn right.
Damn, you're already good.
No,
Yeah.
no.
But have you
Oh my
ever
God.
seen him alive? No, you haven't.
Just
Why
because
would
you
you
can
assume
lift a lot of weight doesn't mean you can fight. Oh my God.
Right. But panel 7, we got a close up. Catherine narrows her eyes in speculation.
Or was out muscled. More than one guy, maybe. Oh, now's a Don Lemon script.
Okay, yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, panel 25, and we got 6 panels. Wow. Okay, panel 1, medium shot, both sisters. Megan shakes her head firmly because that's going to show up in a still. Yeah.
No,
No.
someone he trusted.
Panel 2, a male gym employee places a do not use sign on the machine. Okay, panel 3, medium shot of Megan approaching the employee, confident. Yeah.
Hey, I was going to use that machine. What happened?
Cable broke.
People this.
Which,
wait,
which
wait.
you should have noticed if you know how to use the machine.
Okay.
Do you think maybe we
wait.
can
I
show
didn't know
broken
it was me.
cable in the previous panel?
Just a second now. Okay. They established like 2 pages of the machine being broken before. And then she's like, what happened? Okay. But anyway, panel 4, close up of Megan, shyly smiling while she glances over her shoulder at Catherine.
Do you have your fingerprint kit wired for the machine?
Never leave home without it.
There we go.
Okay,
Also, hold on. You want to take fingerprints of a machine at a gym.
Yeah.
Well,
A machine at a gym that is constantly serviced by
Yes.
staff.
Yes.
Have you been to a gym, Rutger?
Yes.
Because cleaning the machines is a key aspect of the workflow.
it is. With
Everyone does it constantly for obvious reasons.
I
And
clean
then
the
the
machines
staff
at the
do it
gym
too.
before I use it.
yeah. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
So I'm going to go on a limb and suggest the likelihood of finding fingerprints on it, having been to a gym before, is exactly 0.
Maybe he could find a piece of gum stuck underneath the seat or something. I don't know. But anyway,
But
panel
then they'd have
5.
to do DNA.
Yeah, but that would
Yeah,
be
that's all
interesting.
right. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm sure she could pull one of those out of her.
She's got a DNA kit in her bag.
Why
whatever.
not?
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
she's
okay.
clearly familiar with men's washrooms. Who knows
Yes,
what
yes.
else she knows?
Okay, panel 5.
You have
medium.
your fingerprint kit.
Oh shit! Medium shot, an employee walking away. Crucial shot. Panel 6. Medium shot. Catherine pulls a small brush of powder from her bag. Okay. Discreet. Very discreet.
They're discreetly dusting for fingerprints in a gym full
Yeah.
of people.
People.
Page 20.
Maybe she's
I
doing
can't
her
wait.
makeup.
Holy shit, we got like no dialogue. Okay, panel 1, close up of Catherine's hands. Catherine carefully dusts a cable. A faint fingerprint becomes visible. Panel 2, medium shot of Megan flirting with the employee. What the? Megan leans towards the employee, playfully flipping her hair. He fixes his shirt, slicks his hair back, welcoming.
That's a drawable panel.
I mean, we could have at least had dialogue or something there, right?
We have actions, and it's clear what's kind of going on there.
Sure, yeah. But anyway, 4-stage shot. Okay, Catherine slyly.
So 4 panels in one.
Yeah. I guess.
Okay.
One panel cut into 4 parts. So that's
So this is now a 10-page. Anyway, a 10-panel page now. Okay,
Yeah.
great. 4-stage shot.
Technically 9.
Yeah. Catherine slyly pulling out the brush and lead powder, dusting the coated cable. A fingerprint shows and lifts it with tape, tucks it securely into her kit. Okay, perfect. Panel 4, caption: campus grounds. Moments later, Megan and Catherine leisurely walk amongst the busy students. There we go. Trafficking from classes. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's not what trafficking means.
It's not, but we won't get into that right now.
What made
that I would give up for? I would say that's a language thing.
It probably
a
is.
language thing.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. What made you believe fingerprints were on the cable?
Yes, tell us.
What made you believe fingerprints were on the cable?
What made you believe fingerprints were on the cable?
No, that's not your line, Diane.
Why is
I
there
gave
two
my
of them?
line.
Oh,
Okay, that guy who offered to show us enrollment office with friends with Jameson, small world.
Wait, they didn't
College
already know that?
campus.
okay. Panel 5, medium shot. Catherine raises an eyebrow, smirking.
You and that nerd becoming something?
Obviously.
Yeah.
Close up of Megan's annoyed expression.
His name is Howard, and he could be a good lead.
Oh my
Sure.
god. Do we finally have conflict 25 pages in?
Maybe. Let's see.
They're fighting over men.
You
Ugh.
know what? We failed the Bechdel test, but at least there's some conflict here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Wide shot. They step around a group of students sitting on the grass.
I think we should enroll in the criminology class fast. I smell something rotten here.
Why does she
In the
need a
state of
class?
Denmark?
Yeah. Well, why does she need a class? She's got a kit in her bag. I mean, like, she already knows what's going
Well,
on.
the thing is also like, why do you have to enroll in the class? Can't you just
And-
go?
Yeah.
Just go in.
Loiter.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
loiter there.
Diane,
Yeah.
You're a person who's been to a university before. So you know why that's insane. I know why that's insane. It's the same reason.
This is great. This is like Molby Plus.
Yeah.
Anyway, but like anyway. So.
Wow.
All right. Well, I mean, at least you can read it. But anyway, so panel 2, medium shot of Catherine teasingly nudging Megan.
You do like him.
Panel 3, Megan rolls her eyes, annoyed.
Shut up.
All right. Panel 4, the camera lingers behind the sisters as they walk away, blending into the crowd.
I don't
Hold
know
on,
how
there's
that-
a camera following them?
Yes.
Yeah, like how does that work in a comic?
Like just a floating camera? Like is there an invisible man in this?
I
Oh,
don't
can there
know.
please be an invisible man in this?
This is great. Okay.
I
Panel
want there to be an
1.
invisible man in this now.
Sure.
Maybe the Invisible Man had a camera in the men's changing room.
He.
Well, that's why it was so important to mention there were no cameras in the men's changing room.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, like normally, there's an invisible man with a camera in every men's change room.
Oh my God. Okay. Wide shot, the twins' apartment. Megan, who now has a police scanner, turns the knob, then clicks it off. Catherine examines a fingerprint under a light. Okay.
So
Sure.
what's the plan?
Panel 2, medium shot. Catherine sets the fingerprint down, looking thoughtful.
We are not a police station with records, so I thought we'd let fingerprints from the classroom and see where they match up.
They're ninjas. Why do they need?
Yeah. Oh my
Can't they
God.
just sneak into the police station with
Okay.
their ninja powers?
Or the
Uh,
classroom.
Again, this goes
Or-
back to why do
No,
you have to
the
enroll
easiest
in the
thing to do is
criminology
a
class?
classroom
Can't you just
that no
sneak
one's
in?
using.
I just really want to go into the criminology class. No, it's like anyway. Panel 3, medium shot. Megan yawns, leaning back. 2 actions. Okay, I suppose you could do that. Yeah.
How are we going to do that?
Panel 4, close up of Catherine holding a pencil. Woohoo!
Easy. Every student uses pencils or pens, right?
Oh my fucking
How do
God!
you not
See
know?
a magic trick?
I mean,
How do you not know this?
Okay. Hey, this one's only 3 panels. Great on. He's getting better. Medium shot. Megan raises an eyebrow, intrigued.
Right?
Right. Panel 2. Medium shot. Catherine smirks, pulling a small fingerprinting kit out of a drawer. Oh my God.
then we're just gonna have to borrow theirs during class long enough to pull a print.
How many fucking fingerprinting kits does she have? Anyway, panel 3.
Well, all
One
they're
shot
talking about is using a scotch tape.
He actually has one kit in every pocket.
in every drawer and pocket and bag. Okay, wide shot. Megan leads forward, grinning mischievously. Ooh.
I
Yeah.
like it.
Catherine must have one of those trapper keepers because you could put anything in those.
Right.
Hey.
Okay.
You know what?
fuck.
Both of them
Oh my
use a
God.
carbon monoxide detector in their apartment because they're both acting like drunk idiots.
We're back to 7 panels. Okay, panel 1, wide shot. Large windows let sunlight pour in. The students take their seats. The twins enter and sit at the back. Okay. Panel 2, close up of a photo of Jameson on an easel. Why? Okay. Panel 3, Mr. Hamill, not Mark, enters. Stern expression, rosary visible around his neck. Panel 4, the room fills with an overlapping ringtone sound as the students turn off their phone. What? Okay, that makes no sense, but
It's set in 2011.
yeah.
Also, I mean, your letter is going to hate you for that. It's going to sound stupid if it was a film. It's just don't do that.
Okay,
It's just that's a weird action.
that's just an
It
unnecessary.
worked in early 2000 and 2010s comedies. It's not a thing
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah. Panel 5 with a stern look, Mr. Hamill.
It says Mount
Hands-
Carmel.
Yeah, I know it does. I'm being nice. Hands a blank sheet to a student in the front row. Okay.
Somebody's been signing absent friends in the class. Let's not do that.
Okay. Close up of Megan scanning the room looking for Howard. Panel 7, Mr. Hamill hands the photo of Jameson To the student at the opposite end of the first row. Okay.
I thought I'd pass this around and everybody could sign it for
What?
Jameson's family.
They're signing a photo of him for the family. Why?
Yeah.
Why don't I like a
Well,
card
in
or
case
something?
the family forgets what he looks like.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, all right.
Or what about? Oh, we're down our 10 pages now.
Yeah, we're done. Thank God.
Oh, thank
my God.
God.
Or why not a yearbook? Like
Yeah.
that's a thing. Like here is
Universities have
Jameson's.
yearbooks?
Why not? I don't know.
Ah.
The college I was in for a year had yearbooks.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
So
Yeah.
we had we had some conflict, right? We had the
Yeah.
serial twins.
Conflict.
They
yeah.
they started off roughing up a local student, and then they followed some clues into a gym where they lifted a print which they know belongs to the bad guy, and now they want to lift some other print off everybody's pencil in the religion and criminology course in
Sounds
order
like a
to find out
Gross invasion of privacy.
Yeah, really though. I guess they're serial twins, so it doesn't. Yeah. So.
So that's what we got, and hooray! I love it.
Yeah. You did? Okay.
I mean, sure. Why not?
Sure. Okay.
Diane, go ahead.
No comment.
All right, Larry.
Okay, I will go next.
John.
Okay.
This was
yeah.
the best 10 pages of Serial Twins I have ever read. I absolutely loved it. It was, I would buy this story as long as it is 100% unchanged. I will back this Kickstarter.
Okay. Well, let's see positives.
Well, hold
I
on. Before Larry goes, I'm going to say that I also love these 10 pages of Serial Twins.
Yeah.
I think the best parts were all the parts with Catherine just hanging out in the men's washroom waiting for clues. It was so sexy. And the romantic tension was utterly palpable. I fucking loved it.
All right.
Have fun, Larry.
There's a structure. It just needs some work, I guess. That's my positive. So
Okay.
yeah. Sort of. Yeah.
All right.
There's at least
not sure-
something
I'm not
going on.
Yeah.
I have to say that in comparison to the last 10 pages. So, there's actual, like, they're not beating someone up, like, for no reason at all. There's actually, an investigation.
Yeah.
There's actually something happening.
Yeah.
I'll say that as a positive.
There we go.
We're progressing the plot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're progressing a plot. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the 10 pages which the book remembers it has a plot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Constructives. I mean, Diane, what do you think?
It's not good. It's not good. It's unfortunately this is not how investigative detective work works.
But
It's
this is how the serial twins work.
yeah, sure, but I'm just kind of going like just the like
I can hear the expression on your face, Diane, and I miss you.
I'm over here like you have no idea. Like my glasses
You
are off.
look like Psyduck.
Yes. Yes, that's my favorite Pokemon, by the way.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, I'm like pinching my nose and everything. So, but trying my best to be semi-polite.
All right. Well, what do you got?
Okay, so I don't know what the hell's going on. Like, what's going okay, so when you have
Yeah.
the bathroom, it's like it's been cleaned twice, apparently, according to the panels.
All right.
So how do you know where the body was? I had a picture in my head where everything in that bathroom is absolutely a wreck, except for the one part where the body was cleaned, and that's squeaky clean. So I assume that's probably what it looks like.
That would be hilarious.
That's what it is in my head. Like everything else is right, except for where the dead body was, 'cause clean that you can lick off
Because
it.
you're
Oh,
right.
God.
How else would she know that area was cleaned?
Exactly.
Unless
How
the
do you know
entire
it's
other
clean?
bathroom was like covered in shit.
It was
Right?
covered in shit, and like you would not know. And then there's like a clean area where the shit was. So that's the only way I could imagine you showing me like this is absolutely the little stall that the murder took place. So,
Oh, my God.
I also love what this says about UT Austin.
Oh yeah, UT Austin's a wreck.
I mean, is UT Austin a wreck? Is it
That's the
known for
university where
filthy
it's at.
bathrooms?
Oh yeah,
Because it
UT
will
Austin.
be now.
It is now, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
and-
boy,
Yeah.
lawsuit.
All right, John, what do you got?
Okay, so this is all right. I'm gonna. Okay. I feel like in these pages you're making the same mistake that you keep making, which is that you don't understand the genre you're writing. We started out with dark and gritty cannibalism and horror. Then we went to ninja twins with superpowers. Then we went to high school drama.
Yep.
Then we went to murder mystery. Like, that's 4 genres in 30 pages. And unless you keep with the batshit insane off the wall nuts that this story was, and somehow your artist is able to actually capture this, I just don't see how this is going to land, because you're just all over the place. And like I said last week, and like I tried explaining to you in our Discord conversation, you just got to pick a lane and stick with it, whatever that happens to be, whatever story it is that you want to tell, because I feel like you're trying to tell too many stories in one here. And yeah, I don't think you're going to have, unless you just lean into the batshit crazy, hard, I think you're going to confuse people. Nobody's going to know what the hell they're getting themselves into. And by the time, like, for example, if your issue 1 was 32 pages, let's just say it was 32 pages. Because I don't know where you would cut it if at this point, if you weren't going to make it, because I don't think you're releasing all 80 pages at once. So assuming your issue 1 is 32 pages, I don't know why. What are people going to be expecting when they come in for issue 2? And I just don't. And I'm like, I don't know what it is that they're going to. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly.
Well, since John's at a loss for words, and since I know Larry is pulling out his Danny hat to put on.
Oh yes.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that just to give Larry as much room as possible here, there was a lot of repetition and redundancy in these pages, which made it really frustrating. You just were repeating yourself a lot for no reason. I mean, I understand the point of a flashback or calling back to something that, you know, happened 10 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, and you want to do it in a movie because maybe people aren't paying attention. This is a book, and it's stuff that happened like literally 1 page ago. You're using the exact same lines of dialogue. So I think you can cut it down there rather substantially and make these pages more efficient, which is good if you're doing a comic because you're paying an artist by the page.
Well, and if somebody misses something, they can go back a page and be like, "Oh, what did I miss?"
Yeah,
Click
exactly.
Back 2 pages, you know.
So that's thing A, and then thing B, just to bounce off what everyone else is saying. Like, I feel like these characters should either act like human beings or be even more insane. And I'm not sure if you can tell that they're not acting like human beings. So I think these characters should act like human beings. Anyways, Larry, it's all you.
Okay. As someone who hasn't really, watched any of these presented pages, jumping into the middle, and to kind of bounce off of my script, it needs some work. So John's right though. Like if the first couple pages are crazy batshit horror, right? These ones kind of feel like if I was like flicking through the channels and landed on the Disney Channel all of a sudden. I was watching a Disney Plus like teen drama about investigations or something. That's what it kind of feels like. But anyway, it's
Right.
It's,
that's what this felt like.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, yeah.
Hannibal Lecter does not belong in a Disney Plus show. And
that's right. That's right. Yeah. So
there you go.
Yeah. So there was a couple plot.
Draco.
Like I don't understand the machine thing and what the significance of the cord being cut is. But if it were me, I don't know why the guy was killed in the bathroom. You don't even have to put the bathroom in there. If the cord's cut on the machine and the cord holds a weight up, you put the guy's head under the weight and you have the weight come down and crush his head. And that's where he died.
Toxic Avenger was a great movie, and that was an awesome scene. I agree.
What
there
movie?
you go.
What's the movie?
Which
one?
Avenger.
Oh, Toxic Avenger. Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
yeah,
that's from.
Toxic-
Yeah.
So
I don't know when that came out, but Columbo also did it.
Yeah.
There you go. A lot of people do it because it's a really interesting way to kill someone.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
So
I think Columbo, he used a barbell and he put it down.
Yeah.
And he was basically spotting the guy, and then whoopsie, and crushed his neck.
Yeah, yeah. So you don't need.
Or no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was how he hid the body. Never mind. I take that back.
Yeah. So you don't need
he
the
crushed
bathroom.
His neck elsewhere
you
and
don't
then
need...
moved him and then put the barbell down.
You don't need all that crap with the bathroom or anything. You can cut your script, that whole part. You don't need the worker putting the not working sign on it and all that kind of stuff. Just have it be roped off with crime scene tape. They sneak in,
or
get their fingerprint or whatever.
Put it in storage.
Yeah.
Because if it's a crime scene, the police probably would have told him cart that thing into storage so nobody touches it, and they could easily just put it up on a flatbed and roll it out. And
Something
then they only
like that.
Why would you do that? Because everyone knows that teenagers are incredibly respectful of the police.
Right. Yeah. Also,
I want to watch John laugh himself to death.
Yeah.
Especially teenagers taking a criminology and religion course in college.
Yeah. We'll get into that too. That whole last page needs to go. Like it can be two scenes, like them coming into class and then the teacher handing around the photo to be signed by the class. All that rest of that crap it's just filler for no reason at all. So them turning the phones off and I don't know what that is. Anyway. Nobody has a phone that just goes off anymore. Everybody keeps them on silent now.
Well, it's 2011.
I agree. Now, again, this is going by White John's thing. Is like with the first couple pages, I was like two different films. I'm watching a gritty horror film, and then all of a sudden I'm a superhero film, and now we're having a teen drama rom-commy thing and a detective mystery. I also don't know where this is going. Maybe this could be a batshit crazy thing like Toxic Avenger, which is a fun movie and batshit crazy and offensive as all hell also. And you can certainly do that. If you're going to do that, man, go all the way like Toxic Avenger, because that was ridiculous. And here I'm going like, I honestly just loved like the first couple of pages back when it was just a horror thing, because I'm invested in the two little kids who was being fed human meat. I don't know where this is going. I still want to know about that.
Why do they need to be like super powered anyway?
I know. I don't know. But
according to Rutger, they're not. They're just trained to the peak of physical performance.
Yeah,
but they don't behave that way in a fight scene.
That's like you don't need that though. They obviously have some investigation skills or something like that they somehow get. So it's much more interesting if you have a character who's a little bit vulnerable or whatever. Like if you make him too powerful, it's just kind of boring, right?
Yeah, you make your villains too powerful. That's what creative.
Well, yeah,
stages.
but then it gets kind of stupid, right? Like, you know.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
The closest thing to villains that we got in all these panels were bullies.
Yeah.
Basically
and the
bullying
punks.
a homeless. That was it.
Which was also bullies. It is very, very, very anti-bullying.
I was going to bring that
I'm
up.
all for.
Yeah.
But it's.
In fact, I would go so far as to say it endorses bullying. Bullies.
Well,
Bully the
yeah,
bullies.
because they're bullying the bullies.
Yeah.
Bullying the bullies, and I'm like,
I was going to say though, like,
yeah.
If you're going to have
anything like that, should be the title: Bully the Bullies.
Bully the bullies. Yeah. Okay.
I'm still waiting for like a villain.
Or like bully
I'm
twin
still
bullies.
waiting for
Okay.
more like an actual what's going on. So I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. Where's the villain?
Yeah.
Who's
So
the
if you're
villain?
gonna,
I know who the villain is.
okay, the script, but you know, like,
It's Mr. Hamill.
oh yeah,
what?
It's Mr. Hamill because he's the only person in
Hamill?
30 pages that has a name. Nobody else has a name.
That's what I was gonna bring up, though. The bullies have no names, so if you're gonna have them as reoccurring bullies, just fucking.
You know
give
what
them a
this
name.
reminds
Like,
me of? Pieces. This
Okay.
reminds me of Pieces.
Yeah.
So, which is a batshit crazy horror film in itself, where it is absolutely insane because the first 5 minutes you have a co-ed reading her book, studying in broad daylight. All of a sudden, big giant crazy guy with a chainsaw comes in, kills her in broad daylight, and in the middle of a college campus, and chops off her head, and nobody hears anything, sees anything, nothing. And you're telling me like,
That's
and
awesome.
also the head's missing. Nobody heard anything. Nobody saw anything. Nobody did anything.
Yeah.
Why? So I'm just going. That's like the crazy, impossible, batshit crazy stuff that I'm like seeing here. It's
That's
odd.
really interesting, Diane, because the kind of batshit crazy stuff I'm imagining here looks a lot more like Troll 2.
That
Yes.
too. But you
Yes.
need to see Pieces, man.
I think
Yes.
I'm going to.
Yeah, there's a waterbed in a gymnasium, and they kill someone in there. Why? Nobody knows.
You know what? I love this movie already.
Yes.
I hate horror slasher movies, and I might watch this just.
Yes, and
I
not only
like horror
that,
slasher
like
movies.
let me tell you something.
Okay.
There's a detective in there, and he has a partner who is a woman tennis star who becomes a detective, but he deputizes the basketball player who's 18 years old, and then completely ignores his partner, and he's the one who investigates everything. I'm like, what? So
That's awesome. Yeah.
And this
That's
movie is called
awesome.
Pieces.
Number one.
Yeah.
Arrival day, page 1, splash page, location caption, Eden Prime, City of New Haven. Description: a panoramic view of New Haven City under siege. The sky is dark crimson, lit by the fiery trails.
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 Oh, trails. Yeah.
Trails. Oh, you're right. I before A.
Orbital bombardments.
Are you wearing your glasses, Preston?
I am wearing my glasses.
Wow.
Yay.
Yeah.
Trails of orbital bombardment. All right, look, sometimes, you know.
That's fine.
It's
We all
okay.
have
It's okay. It's
dyslexic
okay.
moments.
It's okay. It's
I
okay.
have dyslexic moments when I type, and it drives Danny crazy.
Oh yeah, me too. Big time.
Yeah, because then I have to letter that stuff.
Yeah.
And then I also and also because now you're having me proof it, I have to guess what you're trying to say.
By the way, Danny, Diane
I
read
gave you a raise, Danny.
Palace
I don't-
Live last night, and she said it was pretty good. So-
Sorry, she read.
Ah.
my
Although you have an apostrophe S over goddess. That's
Uh-oh.
weird. You have 3 S's. So
It's goddesses, like she does her goddesses
This is-
will on the last page.
it
She
should
does-
be
Other sisters.
apostrophe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, what did
Yeah,
you
it's just
read
an
the other day?
you don't do
Ballad?
3 S's. Not
don't
in
do 3
American
S's.
English.
Yeah.
not in American English.
You don't do it in Canadian English.
Wait, can
either.
we just? Which book did you read?
Alice issue 5.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm not American.
Anyway,
Okay.
all right.
At least you spell colors correctly, right?
Yeah, I spell it
I
weird.
like to spell mine with a U.
It
Thanks.
has a U in it, so yeah.
Yes.
Just because
Alright.
your printing press was expensive and you took the U's out of things doesn't make it correct. So yeah.
Towering skyscrapers burned, their glass facades shattered, streets are chaos, vehicles overturned, civilians fleeing in terror. In the distance, a colossal wreck titan descends, its biomechanical form wreathed in dark smoke, glowing eyes fixed on the city below. Smaller wretches swarm through the streets, limbs sharp and inhuman.
Zombies.
Why is wretches like capitalized?
I don't know.
I think it's like a proper.
Oh, okay.
Noun,
All
but
right.
yeah, I guess.
In the foreground, Gabriel Cross, battle-scarred. In the foreground, Gabriel Cross, battle-scarred. Eyes hard with determination.
That's cool. That's a cool name, man. Yeah.
That's a pretty badass last name.
Yeah.
That is an awesome
And then,
name.
like 10 generations later, it'll be like,
Cross.
yeah, I'm
bats.
Tiffany Cross Battle Scarred.
Yeah.
His tactical armor is scorched. Helmet under one arm. Blood drips from a cut above his brow. Gabriel's gaze is locked on the Titan, jaw clenched. The scene is framed to emphasize scale, the immense threat of the Titan against the lone figure of Gabriel. Smoke swirls, debris floats.
I mean,
and the red sky looms.
It's crazy. That's a lot of art, but anyway, yeah.
Isn't this whose story is this, Preston?
Yeah, but I missed
Draco's. Draco.
Oh, okay.
No, of course it is. It's something completely new.
Yes, that's right. He never finishes anything. That's right. Yeah.
SFX boom and a cra. And a caption. When the end came, it wasn't with a whisper, but with fire.
Oh no.
I'll let it go.
Who's Gabriel?
I'll be. How do you make a small gritted speech bubble?
Just do it.
Just go really close to your microphone. Goes. This isn't over.
This isn't over. Yeah.
This isn't over.
Yeah.
Issue
Anyway.
number 1, Arrival Day, page 2.
Sorry, what?
Sweet.
Now we're on page 1? No, page 2.
No, we're on page 2 apparently.
You're on page 2.
Yeah.
Panel 1.
Hmm.
Close up of Gabriel's boots crunching over shattered glass and rubble on the overpass. Smoke drifts between the cracks.
Holy
His
fucking
step
shit.
is heavy, deliberate. Crunch.
That's drawable.
Medium shot of Gabriel lifting his comm device to his mouth. Blood smeared on his glove. The city burns in the background. Shadows of wretches moving between the flames. His eyes are narrowed. Focused.
Delta,
Gabriel.
reports.
Panel 3. Close up on the comm device. Static crackling. A faint voice breaks through. Panicked. Fractured.
Look at that. Jagged speech bubble. Squad is down. Wretches everywhere. Shit. Okay.
Panel 4. Wide shot of the overpass collapsing behind Gabriel as a wretch Titan's massive claw tears through the support beams. Debris and concrete burst outward, a dust cloud swallowing everything. Gabriel dives forward, a split second from being crushed.
Crapoosh!
Panel 5. Low angle shot of Gabriel, dirt smeared and bloodied, rising to one knee in the rubble. The wretch Titan's shadow looms over him, its glowing eyes fixed. Smoke curls in the crimson sky above.
How do you rise from?
There was no going back.
There's
Just
no
do
going
it,
back, John.
Page 3, panel 1. Close up of Gabriel's hand gripping his assault rifle. Knuckles white, dirt and blood smear the weapon. His finger tightens on the trigger. The ground trembles beneath him. Panel 2. Medium shot. Yeah, we got to roll. Gabriel rolling behind a slab of concrete, using it as cover. Dust clouds swirl as the wrecked Titan's claws slam down, smashing the ground where he stood moments before. Shards of asphalt explode outward.
Okay.
Panel 3. Over the
Asphalt
shoulder
explodes.
shot from Gabriel's perspective. The wrecked Titan, towering and grotesque, advances, metal and flesh fused in a nightmarish form. Its eyes pulse with a sickly green light. Smaller wretches scuttle behind its legs, their limbs elongated and clawed.
I think it would have been nice to know what the wretches looked like when they were first introduced.
Hell yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe they're covered in smog.
Mate,
and mist.
Smaug.
Smoke monsters. It's
Smog
like,
monster.
Smaug. Panel 4. Close-up of Gabriel's face, teeth barred, eyes blaring with defiance. Blood runs down the side of his face from a gash above his temple. His comm device crackles with static. Faint voices trying to break through.
Evac point. Hold them off.
Not an option.
Bitch.
Wow. Jesus. He's like,
We're
no,
going back
fuck
to
you.
choose
Like,
the
yeah. Nobody's getting out. No, we can't go back.
Panel 5. Wide shot of Gabriel rising from cover, firing his assault rifle in short controlled bursts. Muzzle flashes light up the scene. Shell casings eject, glinting in the crimson light. The Titan's eyes flare, and the smaller wretches rear back, screeching.
Artist is gonna kill himself. But like, yeah. Anyway.
Page 4. 5 panels. Number 1. Close up of the bullets impacting a smaller wretch's carapace, cracking it with sprays of dark Icarus blood. The wretch recoils, limbs flailing, the force of the shots pushing it back.
Good
There we
job.
go. Good stuff. Panel 2. Medium shot of Gabriel ejecting the magazine from his assault rifle. Expression grim and focused. His hands move quickly despite the dirt and blood, reloading with practiced precision.
Oh,
Background. Wretches advance, eyes glinting.
okay, there's a problem.
We got to
Can't-
click.
You can't eject and reload in the same panel. What?
We can now.
Yeah.
That's not the illustrator's problem.
I guess so, yeah. He's gonna go, I'm gonna split this in half. Anyway,
But
like
boy,
Well-
howdy, is that the
Yeah.
illustrator's problem?
I mean, you could do some like ghost lines and stuff.
I suppose. Like if the ejection
Yeah.
You can just
Going off.
eject the
Yeah,
bullet and
yeah.
then it just
yeah.
clack.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. We'll go with
White
it.
shot of the wretch Titan slamming its claw down the force, creating a shockwave that shatters nearby windows and sends debris flying. The ground crackers, the fissures spreading outward. Gabriel is flung back, body arcing through the air amidst a cloud of dust and glass.
Crack, boom, crack.
Panel 4. Low angle shot of Gabriel crashing into a wrecked vehicle, metal groaning under the impact. His armor scrapes against the twisted steel, paint etched across his face. Smoke drifts from a nearby burning transport.
The metal's like,
Wham! How do you groan in metal?
Well, with electric guitar, duh.
yeah.
Panel 5.
Headbang.
Of Gabriel's hand reaching out, fingers trembling, gripping a blooded combat knife, lying amidst shattered glass and rumble. His reflection is visible in a shard, eyes fierce and unbroken,
Fucking God.
despite the chouse. Fight.
The chouse. Okay.
Page 5. 5 panels. Number 1. Close-up of Gabriel's hand tightening around the combat knife's hilt, blood seeping between his fingers. His knuckles are raw, and the blade's edge glinting ominously. In the background, blurred and massive, the wreck tightens shadow.
Dun, dun, dun.
How do you grip?
Grip.
Grip? That's a sound
I am
effect. Grip.
okay with sound
Grip.
effects like that. It's fun. I have
It's subtle
done it
though.
sometimes. It's really, really awesome if you do it right.
Yeah.
It's really, really stupid if you do it wrong.
But it's subtle. So how do you do it subtle?
Yeah, no, and SFX like that cannot be subtle. It is literally the opposite of subtle. That's
Yeah.
why it's fun.
And it's tense. But yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I can hear it in a film. I can't see it on a panel.
no going back, guys. Let's go.
Let's go. Get
In
the hell out.
a film, I
Yeah.
would
Way out
hear
is
like
through.
leather
The
gloves
Oh,
way
my
out
God.
is through.
like crumpling, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Panel 2. Low-angle shot of Gabriel rising to one knee, bloodied but defiant. Flames flickering behind him, casting long shadows. The Titan's eyes pulse with malevolent light.
Did
Mass-
that happen a few pages ago? No going
Yeah.
back. Okay, never mind.
Never mind.
Massive claws flexing with a metallic screech, debris floating in the smoky air.
Smoky.
Squeak!
Smoky.
All right, you're right. Maybe it's smoky air.
Yeah.
Gabriel.
Can't have
Come
any
on, you ugly bastard.
dialogue. What?
Page 3. Wide shot of the wrecked Titan lunging forward, claws tearing through the air with brutal speed. Asphalt and concrete erupt from its path, a shockwave trailing behind it. Smaller wretches follow, eyes glowing with hunger.
Whoosh, crack.
Panel 4, close-up of Gabriel's face, sweat mixed with blood, eyes locked with grim resolve. His grip on the knife is iron tight. In the reflection of his visor, the Titan's massive form bears down seconds from impact. Death had come to Eden Prime. Panel 5, full width panel of Gabriel diving forward, knife in hand, slipping between the Titan's claws by inches. Dust clouds billow around him. Debris suspended midair. Sparks fly as the Titan's claws rend steel and concrete where he stood moments before.
Yeah.
But Gabriel Cross was not ready to die.
Wait, I thought his name was Cross Bloodied and.
It was, but
It was, but that
unfortunately,
was
there's no
different,
going back.
Yeah.
Even though he's like 10% as cool now than
Wow.
he was on page 1.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has lost 90% of his riz already.
Mm.
Close up of Gabriel sliding across the cracked asphalt, knife held low. Sparks fly as his armored boots scrape the ground. His teeth are clenched, eyes fixed on the Titan's exposed underbelly, a mass of biomechanical tendrils pulsing with sickly green light.
Ooh, tendrils.
Yeah, we got a screen.
Tendrils. I know where this is going.
I'm just enjoying being a Foley right now.
Mm.
Panel 2, medium shot of Gabriel lunging forward, knife plunging into the Titan's underbelly. The blade pierces a glowing vein, dark ichor spraying out, sizzling as it hits the ground. The Titan's eyes flare with sudden pain.
Shink.
Oh, he's got a dragon weak point. Yeah. Okay, I get it now. Yeah.
Panel 3, close up of the Titan's eyes, sickly green, flaring with rage. Veins pulse around the glowing irises, and a low growl vibrates with the air.
He's not dead. Okay.
Panel 4, wide shot of the Titan rearing back, claw swiping with an explosive force. Gabriel's flung through the air, a dark silhouette against the red sky. Concrete and debris spray outward, a brutal shockwave, cracking the street.
Crack. Oh, wham! Crack.
Panel 5, low angle shot of Gabriel cracking through a storefront window, glass shattering and a rain of jagged shards. He lands hard, rolling amidst broken shelves and scattered supplies. Blood spatters the cracked tiles.
Is he going to be a low angle shot on the next one of him rising to one knee?
Yes.
Gritting his teeth while reloading his gun again?
Yes.
Shatter thud.
There was no mercy in war.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh,
Until now.
Page 7, panel 1, close up of
Drip,
Gabriel
drip.
Club.
Oh my god, there's panel 2!
Well, let's finish.
okay.
Everything is pressed against the cracked tiles. Blood drips steadily, cooling deep and calm. Shards of glass glint around him, and his breathing is ragged.
Drip, drip.
Oh, you've seen this one, Danny.
Huh? Gabriel forcing himself to his knees. Shelves lie overturned, cans and supplies scattered. His armor is battered, and one side of his face is smeared with blood and dust. His eyes, however, were made hard and focused.
Wait, wasn't the side of his face always covered with blood and dust like this entire time?
Yeah.
Panel 3, wide shot from outside storefront. The shattered windows framing Gabriel's silhouette within. The wreck Titan's shadow falls across the street. Massive and ominous, smaller wrecks skitter forward, eyes glowing. Smoke drifts, obscuring parts of the scene.
Yes.
Panel 4, close-up of Gabriel grabbing a discarded assault rifle from the debris, finger curling around the grip, blood smearing the weapon as he hauls it upward. His expression is grim, jaw set. Panel 5, wide shot of Gabriel kneeling in the scattered storefront, rifle aimed at the approaching wretches.
Oh my fucking god.
Wait,
Firelight.
did his assault rifle chamber itself?
Yeah,
Because
well,
in that action, did he chamber the round? I thought he was just picking it up.
I guess he chambered it, though.
But that's not what it said.
Yeah, I
Then
know
he
that's
picked
not
it
what
up,
it
and
said.
then
The sound
defense
effect said
chambers.
that, so,
So the gun chambered itself. Okay.
Chambering around.
Yeah, chambering around from
Yeah,
here.
maybe it's an automatic of some
To
kind.
read
Who knows?
more of that? Like, how many more times is it going to rise to one knee in a low angle shot? How many
Well,
more
well,
times is like
no,
nothing is happening? Nothing is happening.
We'll get to that. Yeah.
Anyway,
And also,
Yeah.
I think we've read this before.
Probably.
all right. The Titan's eyes glow like twin suns beyond the window. If
I'm sorry.
this was the end, he would face it fighting. Page
Oh,
8.
there's more.
5
Damn.
close up of Gabriel's finger
Oh,
tightening on the trigger.
Yes, Danny, we do 10 pages. That's how it works on this
We
show.
got white knuckle on
Alright.
his hand.
We've done 20.
Yeah.
And a faint tremor runs through his hand. His breathing is steady despite the chaos outside.
Click.
Panel 2. Wide
Wait.
shot.
God,
Wait, how was the safety off after you chambered everything?
don't even no.
Well, like, chambering around.
And
Why was the
using
safety on
your
a
weight
discarded
cards.
rifle? Anyway.
Yeah,
Okay,
the safety only affects whether you can.
Shoot it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, fine.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
2. Wide shot of Gabriel opening fire through the shattered storefront window. Muzzles flash burst in rapid succession, lighting up the dark interior. Wretches in the street stagger as bullets rip through them. Dark ichor sprang. The Titan's eyes remain fixed and unblinking, reflecting the firelight.
That's creak.
Nice.
Panel 3. Close up of the wretch's chest exploding in a spray of dark ichor as bullets punch through. Chitinous armor cracks as its glowing eyes dim. The background is a blur of smoke and fire, emphasizing the suddenness of death.
Splat.
Panel 4. Medium shot of Gabriel ducking behind a counter as the Titan's claw smashes through the storefront. Glass and debris exploding outward. Sharp metallic fingers gouge deep furrows into the tile, stopping inches from Gabriel's head. Dust and sparks fill the air.
Crash. Scratch.
Panel 5. Low angle shot of Gabriel gritting his teeth, slamming a fresh magazine into the rifle. His eyes reflect the fire outside, fierce and unbroken. In the background, shadows of wretches swarm, and the Titan's glow bathes everything in sickly green light. They would have to drag him to hell.
I'm gonna
Page
drag the hell here
9.
pretty soon. So yeah.
Close up of Gabriel's eyes narrowed with focus, reflecting the sickly green glow of the Titan's eyes. Sweat mixes with blood on his face, trickling down from a fresh gash. His expression is a blend of fury and determination. Panel 2. Medium shot of Gabriel rising from behind the counter, rifle aimed, firing in controlled bursts. The scene is chaotic, shell casing ejected, muzzles flashing, lightning, the darkening storefront, shadows dancing wildly. The Titan's light claw retracts, leaving a shattered path in the floor. We got a rat-a-tat-ta.
Oh, no, the floor.
Panel 3. Close up of Rich's head snapped back as bullets punched through. Dark ichor sprang. Its mandibles hang open, eyes flickering and dimming. The background is a blurred mix of firelight and darkness, emphasizing the kill.
Splat.
Panel 4.
Fucking better be dead this time.
Wide
so-
shot of Gabriel vaulting over the counter, boots slamming into the tiled floor, broken glass and debris crunch beneath his feet. His movements are fast. Precise military disciplines honed by years of battle. The Titan
Yeah,
shadow
that's drawable.
stretches ominously, framing Gabriel's silhouette.
Crunch.
Panel 5. Low angle shot of the wretched Titan
Oh,
claw
Jesus
opening.
Christ.
Rows of razor-sharp teeth glinting, a surge of green energy gathering in its throat, illuminating the scene with a hellish glow. Smaller wretches scatter, limbs skittering, anticipating the coming destruction. We got a hum and a caption. The end came not as a mercy, but as a wrath. And there we go. Page 10.
No going back. No
Thank
going back.
fucking God. Yeah.
Panel
Okay.
1. Close up of Gabriel's eyes, widening with realization, the sickly green light reflecting in his pupils. Sweat glistens from his brow, and the flicker of the firelight casts sharp shadows across his face. The air around him seems to vibrate with glowing energy. Panel 2. Wide shot of the wretched Titan, unleashing a concentrated beam of green energy from its maw, obliterating everything in its path. The beam cuts through buildings like paper, glass, and steel, evaporating instantly. Flames burst outward, painting the sky with hellish hues. Gabriel dives behind a twisted support pillar, debris raining around him. Panel 3. Medium shot of Gabriel crouching behind the pillar, his green glow casting the eerie shadows across his face. His chest heaves with rapid breaths, his eyes narrowed with a mix of fear and fury. Dust and ash swirl around him, settling on his armor. Gabriel.
Oh, gotta be kidding me. Sorry, gotta be
Yeah,
kidding me.
Close up of
Oh,
Gabriel,
no.
slamming a fresh magazine into his rifle, eyes cold
How
and
many of those
focused.
does he have?
Lot.
He does this.
Magazines.
Well, okay. Just imagine he's Cable.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
He's got lots of pouches. He's got Rob Liefeld.
Yeah,
pouches.
blood
Yeah,
streams
No
it's
feet.
all pouches.
No
No
feet.
feet.
All
No
his
feet.
clothes are
Diamond
only
feet.
pouches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and his fingers move with practiced speed
Just
despite
load it with
round.
pouches. Yeah.
the background is a blur of green light and smoke.
Click that.
Panel 5. Wide angle shot of Gabriel sprinting through the rubble-strewn streets, rifle in hand, flames and twisted metal frame the scene, and in the distance the Triton rears back, preparing another attack. Smaller wretches swarm, eyes gleaming. The sky is blood-red canvas, dark clouds swirling. Hope was a cruel illusion, survival the only reality. Okay, there we
I'm
go.
gonna fucking kill myself. He's still not dead. Yeah.
Damn. Harsh.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Damn, go ahead. What would you like about?
I can certainly imagine all this stuff happening.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, it certainly has a lot of cool, like,
Yeah.
James Cameron, Michael Bay inspired visuals.
Inspired visuals.
Yeah.
It's very visual. I'll
Yeah.
give it that.
Yes.
There's barely any dialogue in it, but I
There's a lot
enjoyed-
of cool visuals.
a lot of cool visuals, lots
Yeah.
of cool special effects. I could certainly see this as a not as strangely I was watching this as I was listening to this. I couldn't quite see it as comic book panels. I just saw it as like a short film.
Mm-hmm.
So just lots of visuals. So there you go.
This is the best prank I've ever read.
This is the best what?
Prank
Yeah.
I've ever read.
Yeah.
Clearly, that's the intent here, and it is incredibly successful.
I think so, yeah. I think
John.
I stole your comment. I'm so sorry.
so. Yeah.
Well, let's see. Yes, it was very visual.
Mhm.
And you know, our hero was very heroic, and our monstrous villains were very monstrous.
They were.
I definitely know who the hero and the monsters are.
Yeah.
Is that because there's only one person in it who's not a monster?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, there's somebody on the other side of the radio too, but I mean, yeah.
Oh,
yes.
that's true. I forgot about the guy on
Yeah.
the radio. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I should have been
maybe the
paying
guy
more
on the
attention.
radio is the real monster.
He could be.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Yeah. It's quite a
That doesn't make any
possibility.
sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And the real monster is the ones we find in.
The
The one-
real monster was the friends we
The real
made along
monster.
the way.
Very much.
My God.
We're going metaphoric
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
Well, that's because so much of the art description told us what it was supposed to symbolize.
Yeah.
That's right.
So,
Yeah.
if you're
It's
gonna talk
his
down to
inner
your audience
demons,
like
yeah.
that, this is
Yeah.
what you get.
That's all it is. It's all metaphor.
Okay, I'm going to start. There was a lot of action, but it was fairly stakeless. This was very repetitive. For some reason, you've gone back in time and used the worst comic book format to describe your panels.
Yeah.
We dealt with this like 2 months ago, and we thought you moved beyond it, but apparently you haven't. So I very much can see that you're really committed to your ideals. Unfortunately, you're doing it at the expense of your readers, and that's not very well appreciated. This looks like 7 different things you've already shown us before, with non-character single-person protagonists, no dialogue whatsoever, over-explained captions, and interesting but ultimately pointless action.
Mhm. That's fair.
So
Mhm.
good job, but like you could try to like rewrite something or develop something or have a character or something. Like, you know, you've been sticking around for a while. We keep saying the same things.
Yeah.
We've also been telling you before that you need to start, making a story that is not a video game. It's still a video game. That's all I'm seeing. I'm seeing a shoot 'em up video game. What is the plot? He's just there shooting things. What are the stakes? Don't know. Where are we at? Not exactly sure. Who is this person? No idea. It's just a blank slate. Is there suspense? Sure, but I don't know why I should be invested in this person because we don't really know anything about him. So, why are these villains, these wretches, so terrible? We're not
They're
entirely
bad.
sure.
Actually,
What if he's invading the wretch's
You know what? I
homeland
was
and they're
ready
just
for them to
defending
win. I
themselves?
wanted the story to end.
that's what I was gonna say. Like, you know, but yeah, actually, I don't think he is a very good guy. Honestly, like the guys on the radio were like, "We need an evacuation." He's like, "No, we're staying. We're fighting them." And it's like, okay, dude, settle down.
You're ignoring your
Yeah,
superior orders.
yeah.
It sounds like you have a vendetta. That would be nice.
Yeah.
We heard that.
But that would
yeah.
require personality and goals.
Yeah,
and
that would require.
desires.
Oh no, we can't have that.
The fight should
It
have
gets in the
ended.
way of him standing up from a low angle.
Yeah, the fight should have ended about page 5, instead of page 10. I guess that's what I would say. When he like ducked under him with the knife and cut like this vein or something like that.
Yeah.
It should have been like a killing blow almost, and maybe the monster could have like reared back up
Well, I
and
think
did
there's
its like
more than
final
one.
attack. Oh, okay, that's fine.
But you're not wrong, because if he can take them down successfully with his rifle, why is he stabbing one with a knife?
Because it's a
Okay.
video game trailer.
It could be.
I was going with the suggestion of show don't tell and Danny's suggestion of one verb per panel. There we go.
It's
But
too
No,
long.
you
didn't do
didn't.
that.
You 100% did not have one verb per panel.
No, there
I
were
have read
definitely
those
not-
panels,
not
and
only
I
that.
can count to one.
Yeah.
Not only that, your captions were doing way too much heavy lifting.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, not your captions, your sound effects.
Yeah.
Like he picks up his rifle is the action. The sound effect tells us he chambered around.
yeah.
Like a building collapses, not in the art. The sound effect tells us a building collapses around this guy, not the art. That was
That's
like in
true,
the 9th page, I think it was. It was the
Uh,
same thing. I'm just like, if
Um,
you're, aw,
Yeah.
no,
shit,
you're.
baby.
So
I don't know.
so
It's just
Let's go read something by a writer who
well,
seems to be interested in developing.
okay.
There we
Well,
go.
I
No
just want to
looking
add.
back.
I just want to add one thing about how he can fix the script if he actually wants to fix the script.
Okay.
So get him to cut the monster in the vein. Then the monster kind of rears back up and it knows it's gonna die, so it does its big like beam attack thing as the last resort. Buddy finds the discarded rifle, and before the monster can fire the beam attack, he fires into his mouth, and the fucking monster explodes. There we go, finished.
All
Didn't
right.
need, like the extra 5 fucking pages of that shit. So you know,
Chic baby.
yeah. Okay.
Page 1.
I love the artwork. Yeah.
You know what? This is the best comic I've read already. I'm saying it right now, and I'm not being facetious. This
Yeah.
is literally the best thing I've read all month.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
where did this picture come from?
I don't know.
care because it's awesome.
It doesn't matter. There's a fucking bald eagle too. That's awesome. I don't know why that's there, but anyway.
Well, I mean, it's got 5 fingers and 5 toes, so I'm not sure if it's AI or not.
I don't think it's AI, but
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a real baby, and that makes
Yeah.
it more awesome.
yeah.
I mean, if
Anyway,
it's a real baby, that is awesome. Like,
it's pretty cool.
that-
Yeah.
like A+ on the family photography.
Yeah.
Even if it's not
Seriously,
like
your photo album is going to be so cool when you force your kids
I
or
mean,
your girlfriend awkwardly to go through it with you.
yeah. Anyway, let's go. Let's see what we
Wide
got here.
panel of Dubai skyline. Zoom in on a penthouse at one of the skyscrapers. There's a crib with a wailing baby, chic baby,
baby.
next to a window inside a luxurious bedroom and a high-rise penthouse. Family butler Manny alerts Madame, the baby's grandmother, that chic baby has awoken. Madame asks Manny to feed, bathe, and bring the baby afterwards.
Is this a troll?
Page 2. Each other panel we
Well, we
see.
already read the troll.
Okay.
We see the chic baby's POV, and then
Oh, this is an outline.
Oh, okay. That's
POV of him babbling and acting like a baby. Sheik Baby is being fed milk in a bottle as he's carried by his caretaker, Rose. He thinks to himself about how this day would go and his plans. Sheik Baby is then taken to his special bath where he is gently scrubbed and washed, ready for the day. He demands that they use lavender soap and not the peaches and cream. He also asks them to warm the water. He makes cute, angry faces. The caretakers talk amongst themselves about the soap that they should use and that this water may be too cold as the baby cries in the background. Then they place him in a luxurious portable crib and usher him to Madame.
Okay.
Madame greets Sheik Baby fondly, lifting him as he makes joyful gestures. Finally, she presses her nose on his and asks if he would like to go to the playground. The Sheik Baby accepts as it is his part of his plan. Madame instructs Manny the butler to dress him and take him to the playground. Manny asks if they should take Samira, a cockapoo with a chocolate coat. Max makes an affirmation. Next scene, Sheik Baby arrives at the playground.
Max.
I don't know.
And is admired by the other kids. They are astonished and asked, "Has Your Highness returned to oversee the progress at our sandcastles?" Meanwhile, Max...
I love this.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Max's caretakers are chatting away on the phone. One is walking Samira. Page 4 and 5, splash page. Splash page is Sheik Baby walking among the sandcastles. This is a Where's Waldo page or Eyes Spies page with many things going on, like birds fighting for a worm, the caretaker being dragged by the dog, sprinklers splashing a woman, and a man spilling his coffee. The events surround Your Majesty Sheik Baby as he makes his entrance surrounded by sandcastles towering over him. Small figures like superheroes, toy trucks, plushies, and the rest of the baby's face line the path. In the background, you can see a man in dark clothing standing next to a tree. Another one, big, heavy-set man sitting on a beach with a hole in his newspaper as he peers through. This is where Sheik Baby declares
what
his mission.
the fuck? Anyway.
First started, our mission was simple: to do what no baby has done before in this desolate playground. And what did I say? Do you recall? I said, we will part the seas of sand, we will plant the seeds of ingenuity, and we will build indefinitely. Surely we have, and surely we will. The babies cheer.
Nice.
Page 6.
I like it, actually.
Sheik Baby congratulates them on a job well done. Great job, baby, he says. I'm mesmerized by the architecture. However, there's one thing missing. What's that? He tells them he wants the golden giggle MacDo. They all shout, bring him the golden giggle MacDo. Zoom in on the golden cell phone carried by his sleepy father at one of the benches. The babies organize and confuse. The sleepy father slipping the cell phone away and retrieving it for Sheik Baby. There, now to sit on my throne, he exclaims. Look, page 7. It's cozy, jazzy. The Sheik Baby's cousin comes along cruising in her luxurious toy Jeep, ready to twerk, wreak havoc. Sorry.
What?
The boss baby must act quickly before she destroys all their hard work. Good thing Samira is nearby. Sheik Baby hops into a sand bucket, throws his towel across the chocolate cockapoo, and it drags him through the playground. His final confronts Samira. He demands that Jazzy quit at once. Jazzy jokingly laughs, and she calls him a slowpoke and mentions how now bare bald head. Ultimately, Sheik Baby is thrown into the Jeep, and they fight for control of it as it crashes into the sandcastles.
Shit, that's a lot going on one page.
Page 8, Sheik Baby is catapulted into a sandcastle and cries his eyeballs out. His caretaker cries as out, revealing his name, Maximiliano Zayed. As she takes him away, he looks back, and Jazzy gives him a smirk. They exchange looks as he contemplates revenge. Next scene, Max is back home, planning his next adventure as he sucks on a hookah filled with milk and music playing out of a small speaker.
Yes.
What the hell? Okay.
Page 9, splash page. The heavy-set man and the thin man in the dark clothes are standing together next to the food truck. One is eating a falafel wrap as the other talks on his phone. Hey, boss, the Sheik Baby has been located. To be continued.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking epic.
Great.
So we got an interesting premise. We got Sheik Baby.
Mhm.
He's pretty cool. He's got a lot going on. He's developing a sandcastle project.
Sure.
He seems to have some ambitions with the ladies.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's cute.
He seems to have some rivals.
Yeah, there's some there's
There's
conflict.
some
Some
fun
conflict.
Yeah.
Some
So stuff's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stuff
no,
happens.
there was conflict in this. There was like some characters. There was comedy. Like this is what I'm here for.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I like it.
Larry.
Yeah. Good plotting for sure. There's some interesting things going on. It definitely needs some development for sure. But yeah. Anyway.
John.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was very fun. Had a very bit of a Boss Baby vibe.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm on board. I don't know if I saw the second one, but the first one was pretty good.
Yeah. Constructive.
I mean, it's an outline, so
It's an outline.
yeah.
I guess I the only thing I would say is I would be curious to see, and I think this could end up making or breaking it. Is how you're gonna do. Are you gonna go full on Boss Baby, where the baby is just super smart and talks and like everybody knows it, or are you gonna do it where all of this baby world stuff happens like in its own reality, separate from the world, like
Rugrats.
where like
Yeah, I was gonna say,
when the
Rugrats,
adults
yeah.
are around, it's just real world where he's just a baby, and then all of a sudden, like when the adults are gone, it's
Baby time.
baby
Yeah.
universe,
Yeah.
and I would that would be my only thing. Like I don't know how you want to try to do that. I think doing it in separate universes, I think would work. I think it would be funnier and cuter than trying to make it where he really is like like the boss of the world.
Sure, yeah. Makes sense to me. But...
So that would be my only thing. Like I don't know what you want to do. I think right now you could kind of play it both ways. I think it'd be more interesting to do that, but I also think it'd be a little bit harder to do because you'd have to set that rule for yourself and then you'd have to stick to it.
Yeah.
That's not a rule that you'd want to break, because once you break it, you can't put that genie back in the bottle. Pun intended. Or our genie is not in.
I think my only note about this is that like it's got slightly too many inside jokes.
Maybe, yeah.
Because some of that stuff escalated really quickly with like the dog and like the mother and just like whatever, and that's cool. But actually, like, if this isn't a vanity project, then that is going to make it a lot harder to follow.
Yeah. Sure.
Anyway, I don't know.
You got nothing.
Yeah.
You left Preston speechless.
Yeah.
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 All right. I can't wait
As an animator,
for more Chic
Yeah.
Baby. Yeah.
as an animator, I want you to know that I absolutely despise Boss Baby. However, this is fun. This is fun. This is fun. Now, Boss Baby did not deserve a fucking Academy Award. I'll tell you
You
that.
got an Academy Award?
He got
Yeah.
an Academy Award, yeah.
Were there no
Yeah.
other kids films that year?
Oh, there were.
There were. It's
Yeah.
just that was the other one that I wanted to win was a French film.
Oh,
Oh.
you know how the Academy.
Well, that
is
doesn't
with
count.
foreign
I mean, like it
films?
counts, but like, that would be like an international. Like, was there any American animated kids movies that year?
We baguette. Yeah.
Yeah, apparently no, for whatever
No,
reason.
there was, but anyway.
Yeah, I don't know why
Yeah.
Boss Baby
And it
won,
probably
but-
wasn't starring Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
So-
I think that had a lot to do with it, but anyway.
Yeah, I think so too.
Hmm.
So, I can't
Famously
recall
unproblematic
which
Alec
one.
Baldwin.
Well, I mean, he was then.
Well,
so,
he wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't
Yeah.
that unproblematic. This was
Yeah.
this
No,
was
at the time,
before
sure.
almost murder, or
Yeah.
not guilty of murder.
Yeah, we'll go with not guilty of murder anyway. So yeah. Like
Yeah,
OJ Simpson. No.
All right.
Well, he technically is not
yeah.
guilty.
I don't know that we
Yeah.
have a ton of other notes for Boss Baby, but thanks for the outline.
It's good.
That was
Thank you for
It
sharing
was
that
cute.
and
I think
making
you
our
could.
day.
Develop it now. That's all I can
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do something.
Yeah.
All right. Those were all the pages everybody turned in this week.
Mm.
Awesome.
And thanks. Hopefully next week. Who knows? I may even have some cake.
You might actually have pages. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. We'll see.
Dun, dun, dun.
I've been so busy publishing, I can never get a chance to write.
Oh, what a hard life.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, everybody. I'll see you next week. Good
All right,
night.
good night, everybody.